Hello, lovely being, and welcome yet to another pick a card reading. I'm super excited because, baby, I'm about to get you ready. You're about to get really prepared for your incoming once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But in a moment, before you pick that blue moon, I just want to remind you all that I do have a lot of freebies that are available for you, as well as some private sessions if you're ready to work with me deeper and further. Don't forget, my new free ebook is available. It has over 20 rituals for complete emotional recovery. These are personally curated rituals. They are not AI. I have used them on myself and my loved ones and my clients, and they do work. I'd love to know how they work for you. So don't forget to check it out in the description. Download your free copy today. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready, get set, because we about to pick a blue moon. If you're feeling called to blue moon number 1, floating along this pink and light blue sky, then you are going to want to redirect yourself to reading number 1. Or perhaps you're feeling more called to blue moon number 2. This blue moon that is with the dark purple and celestial opening. Well, if so, redirect yourself to reading number 2. Or maybe it's blue moon number 3. Deep in this canyon, across this blue starlit sky. If so, you're definitely going to redirect yourself to reading number 3. Okay, take a final moment to select. Blue moon number 1. Is it going to be blue moon number 2? Or will it be blue moon number 3? All right, I think that gives you just about enough time. I want to thank you for bringing your energy and light here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with somebody that you love. And I'm going to see you at your reading. Bye. Hey there and welcome, lovely number 1, blue moon number 1. This is going to be your almost personal reading because I am going to help you get super prepared for this incoming once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Yes, indeed, I am Divine Priestess Ishtah. Sit back and relax as I get our cards pulled. We're going to do this in a few ways. So the first thing that we're going to look at is we're going to see we're going to identify what is this incoming opportunity, and then I'm going to give you some grounded and somewhat spiritual, we'll see what comes out, advice on how you can prepare for this once in a lifetime opportunity. So ready, get set, let's go. Blue moon number 1. Calling on your angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides to please step forth and protect this circle so that only messages rooted in divine love, wisdom, and truth are allowed through. Ashe. Oh, I see wings. I see like blue wings. So this could mean something like you're really ready to fly. Or I'm also getting the impression that you're ready to soar. Like you're ready to take off. Like something is really ready to actually go the distance, go the full mile. Yeah, so but it also gives the impression like when you see in a National Geographic or some type of Animal Planet or just Animal Special, when we're looking at birds, especially birds who live more at higher altitudes, such as like eagles. Like if you see an eagle and for the first time this eagle birdling is about to make its descent, it's almost scary. It's as if the bird is like, it's gathering its feet. It's like, okay, here we go. I'm flying, y'all. Look. And then you go from flying to soaring, and it's doing tricks all in the wind and twirls and landing on branches that they never thought that they could reach before. So this does give that impression, blue moon number 1. Now let's get more specifics, shall we though? Those who selected Blue Moon number 1, what can you describe as specifically as possible, keeping in consideration that this is still a collective reading somewhat, but what is this incoming once in a lifetime opportunity? Help us to identify what this opportunity is. Wow, we got 3 cards, and I promise you I did not mean to flick them out like that, but whatever, it is what it is. Let me get this light back. There we go. So we have a Let It Go. All right. With the number 24. Okay. We have Awakening Genius. Okay. And then we have here Beautiful Uncaging. Alrighty. I did want to mention that the bottom of the deck energy is our Exposed and Revealed, which feels right on time with this blessing. It feels very accurate. Something that is being exposed and revealed, like to you, that you didn't see coming in, that you didn't realize that was happening. I'm not gonna lie. Number 1, I was gonna pause to like channel, and I've been trying to keep these channelings more natural. So if you hear me be silent for a little bit, I'm actually listening through my my inner ear, my psychic ear. And I'm sensing the reading. Okay, so look, all of that aside. Okay. Fuck all that. Listen, yo, let me tell you, Blue Moon number 1, you about to meet your twin flame. You about to meet your twin boo. You about to meet your soul match. You about to meet the person. You're about to meet your person. Okay, don't run off. If you're like, I'm not here for a love reading, please, I am not here for another love reading. I'm not here to give you one, because to be honest with you, I tried a love reading thing. I mean, I'm pretty good at it, but it's not my preference. I like to reach into your soul and transmutate that, get you up on the good foot. That's the type of reader I am. But with this energy, it's too blatant for me to ignore. There is a new soul that is entering your life, and if you've like, I'm not into love, like I'm good with my love life, it's a child, it's a friend, it's in the form of a person. So it's not like, oh, it's a new career that you're going to start and it's going to feel like no, this is someone who, after a long time, you've been feeling disconnected, or like you can't really connect again, or maybe you lost someone really close to you, or a really close relationship, or you're distant from someone who you and them used to be like this. It could have been a neighbor, a mentor, a coach, if you're into athletics, a boss, someone who you really confided in is the word that they're giving me, and you shared a sacred, safe space, not a pseudo safe space. Those friends that'll tell you, and family members, okay, just people that'll say, oh no, it's safe, you can tell me what happened, girl. Like, yo, bro, what happened? And the next thing you know, everything you told them is ciphering around your inner and external circles, and you're like, yo, what happened to loyalty? What happened to secrecy? What happened to privacy? Like, where's the respect in friendships anymore? So maybe that's a part of what was revealed to you recently, number 1. So this is the relationship it's in connection to. Some of you, it's a loss of someone close to you, okay? And I don't want to go down a sad hole that you worked so hard to rebuild and climb out of. Okay, but those of you who know the loss that I'm talking about, first of all, my truest and deepest sympathies to you. Truly. Secondly, you know the loss that I'm referring to, and you can only imagine how impactful this new connection is going to be. And for everyone in the room who picked Blue Moon number 1, there is a beautiful connection that you are attracting, you have attracted. We're living in the past because the future never comes. You have already attracted this. There's something you've recently done, you've already aligned to it, and it is presenting itself into your life very soon. This is a person, a friend, a lover, a mentor, again, fitted in which department of life socially, okay, that you are yearning for the most. Maybe you're like, I just want somebody to fucking talk to. I just want someone that gets me, that sees me, that bigs me up, that supports me, that compliments me, that gives to me. What it is that you seek, what it is that you seek, it is coming to you. And that is why you were attracted to Blue Moon number 1. And while this is a timeless reading, it really is like happening for you right around this time. This person will start to make an appearance in your life. So what I would like to see is, well, there's more that they're telling me. Hold on. This person is going to hold like the key to your heart. They're going to be the thing that unlocks your heart again in areas that you've already done a lot of mending, a lot of healing, but in the certain additional areas where more mending and healing is needed, this individual is going to be able to help you to see yourself in a higher light. They're actually helping with your ascension. This individual has incarnated with you at this time to take you to a higher ascension. For many of you, this individual is a walk-in spirit into someone that already is here on planet Earth. So let's say you already know somebody and you're like, it feels like a new person, but for those of you, if it's not a new person, let's say you're at odds with your ex and like you guys aren't like really seeing eye to eye, obviously at odds, and you're like, whoa, this person just did a total 180. Like, I don't even know who they are anymore. They're totally different now. It could be in relation to a walk-in spirit. Walk-in spirits aren't always bad. It's not about possession and stuff like that. It's about when people start to do higher level soul work, we can annex with higher level spiritual beings that help us to live more righteously. On my private channel, I'm going to get into what a spiritual or a soul walk-in is, and I'll talk about my own experiences with that. My private channel is in the description below. I will be posting so much content on that, behind the scenes stuff, going live, answering one-on-one questions, all that. But focusing here, I only brought that up to say that this, if it does end up manifesting within an individual that you already know, it is because this individual has done a deep level of soul work, and that soul work has allowed them to annex their soul with a higher version of their consciousness, which is now helping them to act right. Okay? This doesn't mean run back to your ex. And it's also not something that you are initiating. This is all about receptivity, because that's also part of the lesson that you had to learn, how to be receptive, how to let the universe give you, how to receive. You had to learn that. So this whole journey of loneliness led to your journey for deep connection. It pulled you out of your, what's the word? Misanthropic feeling of humanity, because the perfect pair is coming. Like the Rick to your James is coming, the Bonnie to your Clyde, the Joe to your Blow, the Bobby to your Schmurda. Like the perfect pair. That's you. It's like, I don't know, it's the words can't put, this is not a word feeling, this is a consciousness, this is a feeling that is best expressed telepathically, because the human language has not, we don't have, our words are very earthly, they're dense, because we use words, we're very gruntled. We have to use the force of vibration in order to communicate. If you could just tap into the telepathy of this union, of this connection, it feels like, you see how the symphony of this looks? It feels like a symphony of dancing rainbow colors. It feels beautiful, vibrant, and very whimsical, but not in that whimsical until you fall and take off those rose-colored glasses. No, it's like, I don't know, it's like you're dancing with your soul, your own soul. This person is your own soul. That's what it is. They're a fraction of your own soul, or your own soul tribe, starseed tribe. Y'all from the same place, like galactically. So it hits so much different. And this is, again, romantically, sexually, or platonically, familially. It could be a child that's being birthed, and you're just really like, me and my daughter or me and my son are the best friends. Like, my life is complete now that I met my grandson, or now my life is complete now that I met my nephew. Like, he helps me to see things I've never seen in ways before. You know, things like that. We're talking about healthy love when we are referencing children on this channel, y'all. I feel sad, but I feel the need to say that here. I just feel not here, but I feel the need to say that in today's world, just so I'm not misconstrued, because we don't fuck around like that. Okay, so let's see specifically how you can prepare. Wow. Oh my gosh, look at the first one down. I'm gonna get more, but look at this. Don't let your past hold you back. Right? So the past heartbreak, failures, things that went south, things that didn't go right, like the closure that you never got, those unsealed files of friendships and relationships, and the loss. Maybe some of you are too afraid to let someone in again. You're like, I can't feel that again. I can't do that again. I'm not doing that again. And how I'm also interpreting these numbers with 24, 29, and 14. What I see with 24 is 6. What I see with 29 is 2 6s. My brain works in that way. But I'm looking at numbers and I'm looking at 666. And 6 is the number of love. Divine balance with 3 and 3. It's divine balance is love. And then with 1 and 5 here, 1 and 4, you get 5. So 5 is also an agent of love, but more like the passionate side of it when you're looking at it in numerology. And it's also the number of I guess we can call it like energetic action, like action being done, action taken, movement, actual movement happening. So I do feel like this is a huge sign that for you, blue moon number 1, it's not just I'm gonna meet them. Like, it's not, you're gonna meet and you're going to know. Action will be able to follow suit, but you gotta stay out of your head, right? You gotta stay out of the past, because there is the past, right? I was going to say there is no past. There is a past, but you can either choose to keep reliving it, or you can choose to create a new version of the past, because you're always creating the past. So instead of focusing on a version of the past that was hurtful, painful, and torturous, focus on a part of the past that you're creating right now, which are more positive memories, ones that show you your own resilience at the emotional level, show how much you've matured at the mental level, because heartbreak is hard. I don't care who you are, it's hard for a lot of us. Let's get more direct preparation steps for your incoming once in a lifetime opportunity. Number 2, we have don't let pride get in your way. Let's get one more. Bring love into the situation. How much more can we get on the love? You know. Definitely a love message here. Definitely bring love into the situation for sure. Okay. Without a doubt. And also we have work through your fears. With the Scorpio energy, it definitely is giving the impression, don't let your pride get in the way. Work through your fears. I do sense that when this opportunity comes up, when you meet this soul, when you meet this person, you're going to be hesitant. I feel like there's going to be something that's going to continuously be like a fight, a struggle inside of you. Like one meat, 2 dogs. And it's like, which dog is going to win? Is it going to be the dog that's the negative one, or is it going to be the dog that's the positive one? It's you going back and forth within yourself, like, no, this is not real. No way. But wait, no, Divine Priestess Ishtah did say, no, I don't even know her. It wasn't a personal reading. That was YouTube. You know how many people are watching that video? That could have been for anyone. But then it's going to be like, well, he is, or, well, she is exactly what I've been asking. Oh, what am I, stupid? I already got hurt. I did this already. I don't have to go and do this shit to myself again. I told myself, no new love, no new friends. But they are pretty funny and exactly like the type of person that I would hang out with and exactly the type of person that I want to hang out with, and I've been manifesting, but no, I can't do this now. I don't have time for friends. I don't have time for love. That's the type of back and forth I'm talking about. And we can keep, and at the original recording, 1717 on the timer as I say that, okay? So that's 88, looping. Do not let past karmic cycles that you've already broken out of repeat. Don't let them drag you back. You've broken past those cycles. You've removed yourself from those loops on replay until you learn the lesson. So now this is your time to prove, okay, universe, I'm ready. I'm ready. All right, SpongeBob ready. So that way you can align properly with this divine opportunity to meet your soulmate, because they're here. They've arrived. And there are going to be fears that come up because you still have not let go of some parts. A lot of it you have. Like, don't get me wrong, the healing is probably at like a 77%, maybe 78%. Ooh, by the end of this reading, definitely I'm feeling 79% done. But this individual, this connection is to help you with healing the rest, as long as you're not afraid to let them in. Let's get some parting words for my blue moon number ones. Thank you, first of all, number ones, for being here. It has been a pleasure hosting your energy. Just so you know, I am on Instagram. If you want to follow me over there, I post weekly. And there we talk a lot about astrology. I give monthly astrology check-ins that people are loving. It's really resonating. So I would love for you to join that collective, as well as we do some general energy check-ins. And my other YouTube channel, we're going to be meeting a lot more on live, and just kind of my goal there is to help you get more guidance one-on-one. So I don't want to bore you with the details. Just look in the description box. I have a lot of freebies. I have my free ebook with 21 emotional recovery rituals that I have curated myself. This is not AI. This is me, baby. I've given this to my friends, to my family, and now I want to share this with you. Let me know your thoughts on it. Go ahead and download your free copy. It's in the description. And let's get your final parting messages. I think that's everything. Yes, services are available. I heard somebody ask if you want to work one-on-one. I have quick hit readings, and I also have energetic resets. Those dive a little bit deeper. What did I say? What number? What number did I say? What did I say? What number did I say? Stay in your lane. This does feel like safety. I feel like when I'm hearing this, stay in the lane, I'm immediately seeing, for some reason, a bowling ball. And when you put the guardrails up, so like you have no gutter balls, I do feel like if you can stay in the lane, let's like steer straight. Don't go off, like don't make a left. Like that's not what we are doing here. Your person is straight ahead of you. Just stay on the path, like just stay in your lane. Stay the course is what I really feel there. Number 6, we've already discussed the energy of number 6. Wrong path, change courses. They're telling me to look at this one as well. Sophia's light. This is a time for you where you're like, you're no longer approaching love, friendships, and connections and relationships the way that you've done before. I think that you've recently, and if you haven't, this is what's coming up. This is a part of the gift, and it's a beautiful thing that they're letting me share this with you, number ones. A part of the beauty of your gift is that you are learning how to better manage your connections. Your social improvement, or I should say your social management skills are improving. And this is connected to your social intelligence and your emotional intelligence. Like your skill set, like how you're managing arguments, identifying. You might be asking for examples because I'm using like all these fluffy words, and I apologize because I'm channeling and I have a Pisces in Mercury. But anyhow, I digress. It could look like, okay, you're identifying when you need to walk away from a disagreement that can potentially roll into an argument. You're like, whoa, I see where this is going. Because you know yourself and you know how much you're about to tolerate. And B, you know the person, and you know either they can see your point or they're not going to be able to see it now. It's just learning the energetics of connections. So I really see you being able to lock in a part of you that was a missing piece for the longest time. That's why I feel like you got exposed and revealed as well, because you're like, oh, I've been fucking it up. I've been doing that. That was me. I didn't realize that I wasn't creating boundaries. I didn't realize that I was being too kind. Yes, that is a thing. I had to learn that myself. Being too kind is a thing. You had to learn, like we said before, number one, is how to receive. So I do hope that you received the highest blessings from this message and that you're leaving in good spirits. Come back to see me, why don't you? But until next time, bye. Hello, and welcome, lovely pile number 2. I am Divine Priestess Ishtah. You picked Blue Moon number 2, and this is going to be your reading. I am so happy to help you prepare for your incoming once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Let's begin. So we're going to do this in 2 ways. I have a few decks that are out. We're going to first look at and identify specifically what is the opportunity. So what is this thing that's coming in that's once in a lifetime? I want to know. And then we're going to follow up with specifics on how you can actually get best prepared for this opportunity, because I don't know if you're going to be in my graces, and if I'm going to be working with you as one of your spiritual guides, then I want you to be prepared. I don't want you to blow it. So let's begin. So calling on your angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides of the highest order, as well as my own, to please come forth and protect this circle so that only messages rooted in divine love, wisdom, and truth are allowed through Ashe. So during times you will see that I'm going to be silent because I'm choosing not to kind of clip out the audio. I want this to feel like a natural, raw session for you. So you'll notice that at times I'm not going to be I'm going to not be talking, and that's just because I'm listening with my inner ear and seeing with my psychic mind. So I bring that up uniquely just to say that I feel like right now there's a like maybe stillness going on for you, or a need for you to be a bit more still so that you can receive a message. Now this could be literally if you are running around a lot and you tend to miss phone calls. This might be an important phone call or a message or email while the wind is picking up. I'm recording at nighttime, so it's a different set of energies that come forth. And with this wind picking up, it's that the wind energy is Mercury. Mercury rules messaging and messengers. So there is a messenger spirit, and I do feel like that messenger spirit is going to be manifesting in the physical form. So you might be receiving messages in the form of divination in the spiritual realm. Your dreams are higher. You might be daydreaming more, a little bit more foggy minded. I am seeing a lot of like lilac and purple. So that's giving me your blue moon even had like a little bit of the purple to it. So it's giving me like that crown chakra. So this could also be messages that are coming in through your psychic mind. Perhaps number 2s, you are highly psychic. You identify as it, or maybe you don't identify as it, but you do know that you got something going on with you and it feels hella psychic. So if you want to call it that, you can call it that, Priestess Ishtah. But yeah, this feels like something that is, I gotta put my earpiece away because I don't want to lose it, because I love these little pink ones. Yeah. But yeah, something that's coming in, and a need for you to be still, or perhaps organized, or I just feel like stillness so that you can receive the message. This can look like in the form of meditation, in the form of journaling, automatic writing, and also in the form of you, like I keep saying, there's something about you not checking your emails. You're not checking like your messages, your DMs, like however a business entity would communicate with you. So maybe you primarily would communicate through your Instagram, or maybe you would primarily communicate through your email, or maybe you would primarily communicate through oh my gosh, it's escaping me right now, Discord. So there might be a channel of communication in which that you would centralize how you get contacted if you're scouting for a job, or if you're waiting to hear back from some type of I guess hiring agency, whether it's for a job, a gig, a project, etc. I just feel like you might run the risk of missing this if you're not checking, because you're just going too fast, you're going too much. Just giving Sagittarius energy. Doesn't mean you're a Sagittarian. Just let's look at, when I present signs in my channel here, I'm talking about the archetype of them, unless I say otherwise. And the archetype of Sagittarians, or the Sagittarius energy, is movement, expansion, and growth. So that's also a good sign, because it feels as if that this message will cause just that movement, expansion, and growth. So let's dive in. Let's get the specifics for number 2. What is this incoming once in a lifetime opportunity? Wow. I feel, yeah. This is it. Okay, hold on, y'all. I got it. Like, I freaking hear it, and I'm like, it's late. It's about 11:30 where I'm at. But I'm getting geeked up. You understand? I'm getting geeked up right now. Okay, this card is a repeat here, this Awakening Genius, so I'm not going to fully take it. But I do want to just put it out there for honorary mention. This does give the impression here, I'm going to put it back in the deck, but I just want to talk on it real quick. It does give the impression that there is going to be required this opportunity will primarily be you using the creative parts of your intellect. Okay, so if you create software, if you create fashion, if you create culinary recipes, I don't give a shit. Whatever you do, you're gonna have to tap into that magical creative realm. Okay, if you write, if you sing, if you songwrite, I don't care what you do. If you paint, if you write legislatures, you are going to have to start being creative in this opportunity. So this opportunity is going to definitely push your creative genius. Okay. All right, so let's look at the cards that we have. We have here Great and Full, and at the bottom of the deck I want to get you another card, because that feels like a repeat energy as well. Give me a new bottom card deck. Bottom of the deck card. I always say that backwards. Yep, I knew it. I'm talking to the psychics of the group. Hold on, let me fix the camera. So yeah, like I was saying, I knew that I was talking to the psychics of I guess the evening, of the hour of this reading topic. You guys, whenever I get this card, as I touch it, I'm getting another message. But the first message that I'm getting is that your oracle abilities, your clairvoyant, all the clairs, whichever clair is most dominant, as well as new clairs are coming online. That was that chakra activity that I was seeing for you. So and that's also, don't disregard that, because that's highly connected to your creativity. So it almost feels like your creative geniuses and your psychic geniuses are coexisting. And in a way, to make this sound more grounded, this feels as if you are allowing yourself to channel what is the way that you should be hosting this event, creating this project, writing this piece, designing this house. I'm just naming different kind of jobs, but there is something along the line of work that you do where you're channeled, like you're going to think that, I'm just being creative, but like it's a new level of creative genius that you're entering that will feel as if channeling is happening. So I'm going to get clear, because I'm wondering if this itself is the once in a lifetime opportunity, but it doesn't feel like it. This feels like the precursor. It feels like the supportive part to the once in a lifetime opportunity, which happens to be that incoming call, that incoming message, like, hey, we want you. So let's get to it, because that's where I got this. I got here with Great and Full, that, and the number 4 card. I feel like the number 4 card, I'm talking so fast because I feel really excited. I feel like I just got off the phone getting some really good news, and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta call and insert the first person that you would typically call when you get really phenomenal news. And I just feel like, I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. They called me back and they told me that they wanted me. They called me and they said I have to come back in next month, and I have to sign up the paper, and I have to do the drug test, and I have to get the background check, and I have to send them, like, it's like Great and Full. And number 4 represents two things for me in this reading. A, it represents in numerology completion, stability, and foundation. It also represents in spirituality hard work. I feel like after your hard work, at something for so long, and forgive the dimmer lighting. I'm just kind of vibing with it right now because it's late and I hate a lot of artificial light, y'all. Okay, it's not good for the eyes and it's not good for the crown chakra. But anyway, so thank you for being patient with that part. Okay, but anyhow, I digress. There is, like, after long hard efforts, like you've been on this path for a while, writing this thing, working on this thing, doing this thing, studying, training, practicing for a minute. You've been at this for a while, and finally they called you. Finally the opportunity has arrived. It could be maybe in the form of a viral moment, but it feels like a controlled viral moment, whereas if you're getting that collaboration, if you're on the influencer or public social media personnel track, it feels as if, or like entrepreneurial track, I should say, it feels like you're getting that call back, like that collaboration or that opportunity to sit in on a podcast or to be interviewed or to be featured, and that's gonna put you on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to spoil the surprise too much, you know what I'm saying? Because I want it to be something that you don't really fully see coming, but we still got to prepare you. So one of the ways you're going to prepare, I would recommend getting some champagne or some non-alcoholic bubbly that you can indulge in, because you're definitely going to be popping bottles. You're definitely going to be celebrating. You're definitely going to be needing to the word that keeps coming to mind is just celebrate this news. I'm trying to find other words to like give a variety, but it's like celebrate. They're like, no, celebrate. Nope, that's the word, celebrate. Your guides are like, no, celebrate. That's the word. So let's go ahead with Merry Motive. You know what I feel like with the Merry Motive? It feels like there's someone who's making a motive towards you. They're like, hey, how about we do this? Or how about you travel with me and open up for my show or my concert? How about? And you're like, me? Wait. I got to clean my ears out real quick. Do you have any Q-tips? No? Shit. Does anybody? Because I got to clean my ears out. This person just asked me. Yeah. Okay, let me just shake you by your shoulders right now. Come here. Get it into your thick skull that you are that freaking amazing and you have made it. You have arrived. This is a merry motive. This is a wonderful time for you. And my readings aren't like, I'm not a super happy type of reader type of bitch. I'm raw. I'm gonna give it to you raw and dirty. So don't get it twisted if this is like your first time here, or if you've been here and been back. Thank you. Welcome back, and welcome if your first time. But like, I'm not trying to like goose you up and get you going for your day so you have a good day. No, the shadow work is where I reside best. But you've actually done your work, hence number 4, a great handful. So since you've already done your work, guess what? Now it's time to celebrate. Now you reap what you sowed. People always have that bad connotation with that. Not here. You about to reap amazing things that you've sowed. Amazing. So this is a merry motive. This is something with these stars. I know that's a dim lighting, but can you see the stars on the card along the top? With these stars here, it does feel like those of you who are on a track for stardom, it's bringing you into a star path, bringing you into a path where even if you're not on a path of stardom, like, I don't want to assume that everybody wants to be an influencer or everybody wants to be seen. Some of us are really shy out there, but guess what? If you pick number 2, you're not going to be able to hide, because you're being pulled into from what your work has contributed to your field of specialty and your profession, your career, your hobby, whatever you want to call it. It's pulling you into a starlight position. It's forcing you to step into a leadership position. It's forcing you, with this uncharted sea, to step into uncharted territory. Areas in life where you were like, oh, I'm far too shy, or I have a fear of flying, or I've never been away from, I've never been out of, I've never done the... Okay, so here we get into some shadows now. Told you it wasn't all gravy on this train. This is where you have to stop with the limited view and the limited reach, because you can't be doing all this work. You know what I'm saying? You contributed all of this to now halt. The sense do that make? You did all of this. You've contributed all of this into your foundation. And now that the architects are here with all of the materials ready to build this beautiful crystal glass tower, you're afraid. You're like, well, what if the pebbles hit it and it all breaks down? And then what if a plane? Well, what if a bird? They're like, man, we already went through all these logistics. It's time to go. Pack your bag, bitch. Come on, fool. It's time to go out the door and head on this uncharted sea, because greatness is awaiting you. Everything that you have been working for in your career, there's some shift, and even if you're working at a company and you're like, well, I'm not fully in a space where I'm an entrepreneur, maybe that's the shift. Maybe that's the uncharted sea. Maybe you've never written a book before. Somebody's writing a book. Like, I'm not writing a book, so it's not like I'm pulling something from my personal psyche subconsciously. I'm not working on a book right now. By the way, I do have a free ebook that I did. Let me slip this in real quick. So make sure you're going to the description box. For many years, I've been working on an ebook that I've decided to give to the public, because I used to have these rituals that helped me with deep emotional healing. And one day I'll tell my story, but I'm not there yet, y'all. And it's helped my loved ones, it's helped my clients, it's helped my family, it's helped my coworkers, my colleagues, and my clients, like I said. And I wanted to help y'all out there. It's absolutely free. It's 21 rituals to complete emotional recovery. You can download your copy today. And I would love to hear your feedback on your thoughts on how some of those rituals have helped and healed you. They are tried and true. They're from my heart. They are not AI generated. So definitely check it out. Speaking of book, but honestly, that book was in the making for years. I'm not writing a book, so somebody here is writing a book, and see it through. I don't care if you're the first Black female sci-fi that's 17 releasing, and I don't care. You'll just have to be the first. You'll have to be the first adventurer that goes into the northern parts of the sea, because no one else has ever done it before. That's part of that leadership that you're going to have to do. And that is why everything comes full circle. Let's move forward, y'all, because I'm channeling a lot just on what's happening, because your channel is so big here. I feel like I can disclose there, but I'm not. But that's why I was channeling before, that crown chakra activity and that divination that you're going to have flowing through you, that channeling, and using that channeling to guide your creativity, because you're going to have to trust your process. It's not about a team right now. I think you're going to meet your team eventually. I think you'll have a team of people that will work under you. Like I was saying, those of you who are more not like a traditional route of working, maybe you work on a corporate, or you're not there's something that's going to you're going to get spotlight, featured in a newspaper, a local article, a local mail out. You have helped someone, and someone is going to want to make sure that a little bit more people know about you, that they know about your daycare, they know about your delicious cookies and how it really made them happy. So let's continue and see exactly how you can prepare for this once in a lifetime opportunity. Okay, clear. So how can number 2s prepare for this once in a lifetime opportunity? Okay, that's 1. Let's see if we can get 2 more. Okay. So, oh my gosh, y'all, look what's at the bottom of the deck. You can't make it up, dude. Your hard work is paying off. Bruh. This is at the bottom of the deck. I didn't put it there. It just shuffled and it went there. Okay. I told you your hard work is paying off, all right? I think that speaks for itself. Let's go into the other cards. So the first one we have is a new romantic cycle is beginning. With this, it feels like balance, romantic, yeah, but it also kind of feels like a collaborative cycle is beginning. So yeah, we can say you're being romanced by your profession. Yeah, we can approach it that way. That's a stretch. but we can approach it that way. I also feel like you are finding balance with the people that you work with, the team. Like I said, you'll soon be finding a team or an assistant. You'll just be finding more balance with the people that you work with. It'll feel more harmonious. Like they get me, they get my vision. They don't fucking try to challenge me. They don't try to change it. They just understand what it is that I'm looking for, and they know how to execute it. So this is what this is feeling like a beautiful co-creative, and it also feels like an inner co-creative, like, oh my God, I'm loving what I'm doing right now. You ever feel that where like you wake up and you're like, oh, or not even wake up, you're just in the middle or caught up in the moment of something and you're like, I'm loving life right now. That's the feeling. It's like you being in tandem with yourself and your progress. How else can you prepare? Stepping out. Oh my gosh, y'all. Did we not say uncharted sea? Okay, stepping out into your comfort zone. That's why I love doing nighttime readings, because the energies are so different. It hits different. It's just easier to get to the channel. But anyhow, at least for me. But stepping out of your comfort zone, and it does say here North Node. And I did feel as if there is a tremendous amount of healing that you're doing, that you have done, that has pushed you into a leadership position. Because in order for us to transition from a South Node to North Node, and in astrology, what a North Node represents, which is this word right here, if you're wondering what I'm saying, a North Node represents what your soul is embarking on in this lifetime. And whatever astrology or zodiac sign that you see there, that archetypal energy. So if you see Aries there, that means that you're ready to be a leader. If you see Cancer there, you may be ready to be more of a mother or more nurturing to yourself and others, okay, etc. So it might be beneficial for you to check what your North Node is and to just kind of see how you can align with that energy to help you fuel the stamina, the energetic stamina that you're going to need to really go after this opportunity, and not let it pass you by, because this really does feel like the first group did not feel like it would be missed. It felt like, no, this was written, it was destined, no way you're going to miss it. This feels like you can miss it. This feels like if you sleep on yourself, or if you're too scattered, or if you are too hesitant to call back, or if you're too self-doubting, that you have the potential to drop the ball. Okay, so stepping out of your comfort zone is going to be a really big focus for you to go after this part. And it's not like your guides are saying, like, it's not that much you need to be afraid of. We're going to be right there with you. So surrender this to the divine, which was the third card that came out for you. Like, whatever the concerns are, or the apprehensions and the fears, and this doesn't mean like just pray it away and don't worry about the details, dude, just go for it. Like, no. Okay, we're not saying to be reckless out here and have spiritual abandon. Okay, we're saying, or maybe that's not even the word, but anyway, what I'm trying to convey here is that you're well supported. Similar message to one, but let's focus on you, number two. You are well supported here. Your guides are backing every decision that you make. That's why that channeling and that psychic and the clairaudient and voyant and sentient and what is the last one? Audient, voyant, sentient. Well, all of the clairs, let's say, because I'm not getting the other ones right now. Whatever your ability is, that's why it has to be as open as it is, because you have to have your own direct line to the source within you so that you can figure out what to do next. You are not at a point yet where you should, honestly, you shouldn't be leaning or listening to other people on what no one should, but especially you, because of the work that you've done and the project that you're working on. This is about you. This is your time. This is your moment. This is your path forward. So it's not about another's opinion or contribution. So you have to really trust yourself and surrender what apprehensions you have to the Most High. Okay, so let's get some final parting messages for you. And as we do, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Number two, I'm like so happy for you. I don't know if you can tell. Okay, I wish I can be there to celebrate with you when you get the good news. So if you want to double back and leave me a little comment on this channel, that would be great. And be like, oh my gosh, you said it. And so like save this video and like tell me exactly what happened. Like, when did they call you? What was the offer? You know, what you can share legally, because I want to know. All right, so let's get some parting messages for you. Number 2, thank you for bringing your wonderful energy here. I am on Instagram, where I post every week, and also every month I give really in-depth astrology updates. People are loving it. It's really helping them with transitioning and resetting the energy of their life. So I recommend that you follow me there. If you're on Instagram, come hang out with your girl. I show a lot more of my face there, and there's a lot of good content. Like, I don't just post just to post. If I'm posting, I'm giving you good shit. First of all, didn't I tell you your angels are like saying, I'm right here. Stop playing. I'm right here. We're going to get more cards for you. Number 2. Parting messages for number 2. Anything that I might have missed. Great Spirit. Wow. I just saw you are ready. And ascension. We want to let it hit the flow. Let's see. Okay. So we have, wow, you can do, achieve, and be more than you ever imagined. We also have get away for a little bit. We have show 'em who's boss, number 2. Okay. We have be more confident. Man, these messages are so well positioned for you. And your last message, are you ready? Are you ready? What? Are you ready? What? Are you ready? And live in color. Who remembers that? And last, do your best and forget the rest. I got that one from Reverend Run back in the day. Whose house? Ron's house. A lot of pop culture references, probably because that's the direction in which your journey is moving you in the pop culture point of view, or at least working and supporting those that work in that industry if you're not directly going to be in the spotlight. But I have a feeling that you some way, somehow are getting to that starlight. So in that spotlight, number 2, don't forget to double back and just say hi when you've made it to the top of your mountain. Don't forget to throw down some rose petals to us, and we'll wave up to you and say, you did it, number 2. We always knew you could. We're so proud of you. And thank you for bringing your light here. Until next time, bye. Hey, number 3. How are you doing? Welcome to your reading. You picked Blue Moon number 3. This is going to be your reading on how to prepare for your once-in-a-lifetime incoming opportunity. And yes, I will be your guide, Divine Priestess Ishtah. And let's begin, y'all, because Pal 1 and Pal 2 has been, or Blue Moon 1, Blue Moon 2 has been so amazing. Like, the readings have been totally, and I say this all the time, but like sometimes you pick a topic as a reader and you go into this and you're like, all right, I think it's going to turn out like this. And sometimes the readings that you're like, oh, this one's about to be the best reading, and you're like, ugh, the energy didn't. But these readings, and not to mention I'm doing this at nighttime, okay? It's like almost midnight, so it's a different type of energy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really feeling tapped in. I usually am with y'all. So let's just do it, okay? All right, so we're going to do this in 2 parts before we say our opening prayer. Let me just Reiku and I break from the last reading. And also, I wanted to tell you that we're going to do this in first by identifying what is this incoming opportunity. We'll be as specific as possible because I want you to know what is this opportunity that is supposed to be coming in. All right. And then once we identify specifically, or as specific as we can get, what this opportunity is, I will help you with some guiding steps on how to prepare for it. We're going to be using a few tarot decks, and without further ado, okay? So, calling on your angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides of the highest order to please step forth to protect the circle so that only messages rooted in divine love, wisdom, and truth are allowed through Ashe. Okay. That's weird. All right. First thing I saw was the rapper Coolio, rest in power. And I'm hearing his song Dangerous Minds. been spending most our lives living in the gangster's paradise. It's called Gangster's Paradise, from the movie Dangerous Minds. And I saw like 2 bones. That's very weird. So I don't know if it just kind of gave me like a treasure hunt, like X marks the spot. Okay, I don't know what Coolio has to do with it, but for some of you, maybe you have like a hairstyle like Coolio, with the thin braids, or just like kind of like that slick hair, or you might have like a family member that looks like Coolio. I know this sounds wild, and I don't think Coolio's a bad looking, or was a bad looking individual. So, or you may have just watched that movie, or there's something with that movie Dangerous Minds that is going to align with your story. All right, that's an older movie too. I think they remade it. Did they remake everything? So that's the oddest one. Number 3's your energy always throws me for a loop whenever I do pick a cards, but stay with me. Don't get discouraged by that message. It all comes out in the wash. We'll make sense of it in the end. Exactly. Smoke and mirrors. We'll come back to that. This is a repeat card, so we're going to get another one, but it is great in full. And I do get the impression that whatever this once in a lifetime opportunity is, it's going to be one that will end up leaving you feeling highly fulfilled. Yeah, something that you absolutely wished for. Beyond the ordinary. Okay, starting with beyond the ordinary. Is this like, I don't know, y'all. Okay, this is going to sound weird, but we weird here, so that's okay. I'm hearing like jackpot. Like this is giving jackpot energy, like jackpot. Like either you're hitting the jackpot, someone that you love is hitting the jackpot, or it's like you hit the jackpot when you met this person, or you hit the jackpot when you ended up here. Okay, I'm going to try to get more on this reading because it's not fully revealing itself to me just yet. So you have your wishing on a star with the number 39. And you also have here smoke and mirrors, which we've touched on briefly, and that has a number 42. So I'm noticing a theme here because this has 45. Okay, so 4 and 5 is 9, and you have 3 and 9, and you have 4 and 2, which is 6. So I'm noticing 3 energy around you. Wow, didn't I just say 3 and 6? And what's the number here? You probably can't fully see it because it's a little blurry, but it's 36. And it says seeing beyond. So I'm going to be a little silent. I'm not going to edit this out. Just sit with me, vibe with me while I'm channeling. I want this to feel like a very natural process that you are witnessing. That's the thing. You, like, this incoming opportunity cannot be like, it's not something that you see. It's not something that you're like, oh yeah, I've been like pile 2, they were working towards something and boom, this is going to occur. Pile 1, they did a lot of healing and boom, as a reward, they earned this level up in their, in their life. Okay, we're not talking about them. But number 3s, y'all are different. Okay, because there is something that you don't see coming. It is like the wild card in Uno. It is like pulling the Joker in a regular standard card deck. It is like pulling the high ace in a good poker game or a royal flush. It is like the Terminator of all things. This is the Terminator for the rest of things in your life. That's why I was feeling like jackpot. Maybe that's why I was seeing like Coolio, like all these random messages, because it feels random as fuck. It feels like there's no way for me to say, oh yeah, this is gonna feel like this. What's happening for you is a pure, like, honestly, you're probably like, oh wow, great, yeah, no, sure, I should just see if I can go back and pick 1 or 2. No, quiet as it's kept. Don't tell him I said it. But this was the pile to pick, because I'm gonna tell you why in a second. This is incredible for you, because this is a random stroke of luck that you couldn't have predicted, that you didn't have to really work for, and that here's the why. This was the best pile, because you manifested and wished for this a long time ago. You might be a really deliberate manifester or a deliberate co-creator, and you're like, okay, I co-created it, I know it'll come one day. When it's time, it'll show up when it's ready. Or there is something that you have built in your orbit, in your energetic orbit. It's always resonating in your frequency. It's always in your vortex. And it's big. And it's loud. And it's large. And it's in charge. And you see how both of these cards here, the eyes are closed on the characters? Her eyes are opened here. You don't see it coming, but the biggest thing with her eyes, her third eye is open. It's a knowing, it's a psychic knowing, it's a inner knowing that you're like, but I think I have an idea what it is. Like, there's no date, there's no, oh well, you'll get a phone call, or you'll meet Robert, or Sammy is gonna be waiting for you, and then you'll go. Like, there's no plan. I can't even give an itinerary on how this will approach in your life. It is pure magic. This is pure magic. It doesn't feel like miracle. We're not gonna go that far, but it feels like a pure stroke of whimsiness and magicalness, and just I cannot believe I just hit the jackpot. So I'm going to get you some guidance, number threes, because this is pretty straightforward, and I'm not getting a message that's I'm able to clearly connect to a different story, because everybody that picked number 3 has specifically manifested something deliberately that's different. A lot of you, it's money though. Okay. The second, and this is in life anyway, but I feel like a lot of you, it's money, then love, and then I feel health. But that health could apply to different areas of life. But I do feel wealth, love, and health. And it could affect all 3 areas of your life, or those 3 areas of your life. It can affect all areas of your life. This that's coming in can just be something that affects, just you. It's chaos energy that I'm in. I'm trying to grasp it. I'm trying to land it. I'm trying to ground it. I'm trying to make it clear. But it's smoke and mirrors. It's not going to get clear. The more I try to come up with a story, the more I start saying weird shit. Like when I was saying Sammy and go to the store, I'm like, where am I going with this? I don't know, because I'm in the chaos realm. It's like the movie Cool World back in the day with Brad Pitt and Kate Basinger. How to prepare, okay? How to prepare for this once in a lifetime. You see what I mean? Your cards are the only ones that all of them went on the floor. It's gonna be not chaotic in a bad way, and I don't say that to upset anyone's nervous system. I mean that it is such the most unpredictable, wonderful stroke of luck that you've had, and you really didn't have to do shit. You just asked for this, and you've put a lot of energy into asking for this, and finally it's arriving. Let me get your cards that fell on the floor. Okay, we have 2 that fell on the floor. All right, let's get the one more. Okay, I didn't see it. The bottom we have, wow. Look, the energy is gaining momentum. Exactly, it's something that took time to build. Like I said, it was really big in your vortex. It was really big in your energetic, ecosystem. It was something that your soul has been yearning for, has been calling towards for a while. It's just something that you've been manifesting this for a while. But I think when I say for a while, I mean because you, number 3, are such, you understand the manifestation game. You also understand the magic game, okay? And because you are so deliberate, you understand how to do this shit, you manifest a lot. And because you manifest a lot, your dreams need some time to catch up sometimes. Or your wishes, they're like, but it's like, you're cool though. That's why the eyes are closed and they're just patiently waiting. Like, nobody's tripping out on these cards. No one's like, oh my gosh, I gotta hurry up. I don't feel that. I feel like, nope, I know what I'm doing. That's why you said deliberate manifester, right? Yeah, I know. Co-creative process. Got it. Right. Check. Vortex. I know. Ask and bask. Relax. It's fine. I listen to Abraham Hicks too. Like, you don't need the lesson. You can give the lesson, actually. That's why you don't need it. And this is one of those bigger ones. I mean, really, 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 really big manifestations that's been in the queue for a minute because it took some time to make this special dish, and the universe is ready to serve it to you on a silver freaking platter in the most amazing and random of ways. Okay? Again, not to upset your nervous system. So let's look at how you can prepare. Communication is key. Let me get the full picture. The end of a tough cycle approaches. A time to give rather than take. I do feel that the way that you can best prepare for this opportunity, here we go. The way that you can best prepare for this opportunity I feel like you have to start thinking outside the box on how your lifestyle is going to change once this opportunity arrives. Because again, some of you kind of like, oh, I think I have a hunch on what you're talking about. Yeah, I've always wanted to live in, like, it's something that's big, you know? So it's starting to being able to live in the end and viewing and seeing that is done. And actually believing that, okay, this is happening for me, not when it does appear, because it doesn't feel like preparatory work, y'all. It feels like this is a lot of when it arrives, because it's a random thing. Like, I wish I can say it's your lover, it's your soulmate, your twin flame, it's the love of your life, because then I can say, all right, this is what we have to do. We got to make sure you do this, make sure you work on your shadow, make sure you get good with the past connections that went wrong. Like, that's easy, but this is trickier because it's so varied that there's no prep work done. Because guess what, number 3, you already did all the prep work. You already did all the mental work. You already did all the grounding and the stabilizing of the vision, of the dream, of the hope, of the wish, of the manifestation. So boom, 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 trickling down the river stream, flowing towards you. So the prep work here is just holding the vision, holding that inner stillness that fortifies self-belief in its appearance, when it appears, as it appears, when it is there. And speaking positively towards your deepest desires happening. Because I do hear, now that I'm saying this like this, that this will end up accelerating its appearance in your life. I'm also hearing that when it does occur, they're showing me, again, not how you can prepare, but how you can best manage it. So you're the only pile where I'm getting the redirected to show you how to best manage it. And again, this does feel like wealth for many of you, but to share, okay, share the pot, share the pool. I'm not your financial advisor, so I mean, if you want to share. I'm just delivering the message here. But to make sure that your not success, but your win, your blessing, I guess. This doesn't feel like a blessing though. This feels like something you procured. I feel like blessings we don't procure and it just happens for us. We didn't deliberately co-create this. No, this was deliberately co-created. So I feel like the arrival of it wants to be shared. The experiences that will be connected with the arrival of this once in a lifetime opportunity will want to be shared with loved ones, with family. Oh, okay, we're getting to some nitty gritty. So is there some disconnection with family right now? Like, are you not talking to a mom, a sister? Are you not talking to a female figure, like a bestie? Did you recently have a falling out? Are you not talking to like a boss? Or like, I am getting a sense that there is a female figure that you may have had a falling out with recently, but that person would typically be your go-to. So some of the ways in which you, I guess, can prepare for this and also manage, but let's refocus or redirect the focus to prepare, is by mending that broken or working towards it, because you can't mend something on your own if the other individual is not ready. And I'm not going to force you into the hands of somebody that will emotionally neglect you. But if there is an opportunity for you to begin to plant seeds for an olive tree that will eventually grow and extend a branch, then maybe we can start to work on that. And that might need to look like you going into more intimate spaces, such as therapeutic spaces, therapy, working with an advisor, a trusted spiritual healer, spiritual advisor, like myself, or someone who is your favorite, like myself. No, I'm kidding. I may not be your favorite, but I hope to one day be up there on your top readers list. By the way, I do have quick hit readings available and some other freebies and goodies in the description box. You'll see everything that you need, as well as my free ebook with over 15, really it's about 21 rituals to emotional recovery. They are personally curated. I've used them myself, given them to my family, friends, and loved ones, my clients. This is not AI production, y'all. I've been working on this book for years, and I finally decided to release it to the public as a freebie because I want everyone to find the same emotional healing that I had to go through and find on my own. So it's free to download. Check it out. All right. Let me know your thoughts too on it. I want to know what rituals particularly helped you. And it's kind of like a journey book. You know, you go day by day and I'm there with you, helping you prepare. So I hope you do enjoy that book. But let's get back to your reading. And I just want to say that there is, like, again, there's a relationship that might need to be mended. There's a relationship that might need to be worked on, repaired, fixed. Because you are not going to want to feel this reward and celebrate it alone. You're going to want and I'm saying this symbolically or literally as it applies to your life, you're going to want your bestie there. You're going to want your day one or your ace there. Weren't we talking about cards in this reading? So you're going to want that person there to share this with you. So, but I do feel like they're going to be ready to talk to you as well. So if you're feeling apprehensive, like, oh, I don't know, we really had a falling out, or I don't know, I'm really not talking to this individual anymore. It could be an ex as well, or not an ex, but just like maybe a partner or a lover that you've fallen out with, but you kind of have like that lover, homie, friend type of thing. So it's like, oh my God, I miss them. And I miss them because they're my friend and I tell them everything. They have good advice. And I see that there's repair coming into that connection, but only with your initiation. Okay? Because again, this stroke of luck that you're getting, oh yeah, it's going to be so monumental that you want others to get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. All right, let's get some parting words for you, number 3. Thank you for entertaining me and letting me kind of work through indulging me. Sorry. Thank you for indulging me and letting me work through your energy in the beginning. I know that the reading was coming through a little foggy, but ultimately, I feel like the chaos of it all is meant to be a part of the magic in this experience. Okay, so we are going to get you some parting cards here and send you off on your way, number 3. Just so you know, before you do go, I am also on Instagram, where every week I am posting very valuable content that will help you to reset and shift and transform your energy to live more co-creatively and deliberately. I think that really kind of goes with your reading here. I feel like there's one more card in here, I'm not gonna lie. And also, I post every month astrological updates. These are really in-depth readings. People are loving them. It's really helping them to align and connect and reset their energy. So I invite you to join us there as well on Instagram under Divine Priestess Ishtah. Everything you need is going to be in the description, along with my freebies and invested services. Give me one more card. So they're showing me 2 things. So your parting message is number 3. Drink more water. That was the first thing that I was seeing initially. It is time for you to do a little bit more water intake. I feel as if, I don't know how that relates to this message, but again, we're going to lean into the chaos of this entire third pile. I really do well in chaos. So I hope you are able to keep up with it too. I thrive in chaos. resistant to change. That kind of makes me feel like a little bit with this chaos. I feel like, again, this is not to upset your nervous system, but if this is coming out with the parting messages of advice for you, it does feel like you may need to, and it's also falling on the Capricorn card. And if you know anything about a Capricorn, they are not the biggest on change. So it does make me feel as if there will be a need for you to not be, what's the word? Rigid. There's some rigidness that your guides want you to work through so that you can really receive this in well. You might be more of like a stoic, or I don't mean this insultingly, but like a rigid personality where it's like kind of no nonsense. You're not too giggly, because I feel like I need to be a little bit more serious in this reading. Pile 2, I was very, very, very silly and giddy. Like I probably drove them off because they're like, this girl is not taking this reading seriously. But no, that was the vibe of their guides. But for you, number 3, I do feel like you have a little bit more of a serious approach that you might take to life. And if that doesn't apply to you, that's okay. Let it fly. But what will need to apply to you is this resistance to change. Okay. So as this morphs into your life, as it comes in the wild, fun, wacky, magical, non-nervous system upsetting way, I feel the need to keep saying that to somebody because you're still being nervous, and I'm trying to get you to not be nervous because I'm not trying to make you nervous with this surprise. There's no need to be nervous. You got this because you manifested it. It's just like a surprise and delight from the universe. They don't want you to know exactly how you're going to get it because they want you to be surprised. You earned this one, kid. Okay, but you can't be resistant to some of the changes that might come with your lifestyle. Again, if this is a lot of money, you might want a better house, more shoes, more this, more that, or more people might want to come around and ask you for stuff. So there's going to be some things that you may have to change. And one of those things is your need to drink water. Angels. I feel like your angels are guiding this towards you. They are really much so involved in the orchestration of the arrival of this beautiful opportunity. Okay. They're very much so. They've been working on this for a while. And you know, in angel land, we'll call it, in angel world, time is nothing. No, but in like angel land, or like, I guess with angels, what is time? But they did present it to me like they've been working at this for a while, and they're showing me strings. Like whenever they show me that, it reminds me of the hands of fate that they're using to like co-collaborate in the heavens with other spirits that can make sure that, you know, other consciousness that can make sure that everything aligns perfectly for the arrival of this gift to you. We had this card in the last one, but it does say you can do, have, and achieve more than you ever have imagined. I'm going to get you another one. And then you have here Shadow Warrior. With Shadow Warrior, it does give the impression that there are some things, again, that you will have to face with that relationship that we were talking about. Okay. This was from another reading too. This one says do your best and forget the rest. But it does give the impression that you will have to do some work on that relationship that we talked about, where there is some division, and also there might be like some stubbornness on both ends, but stubbornness to repair this division. Okay. Let's get one more card for number 3. Okay, here we go. We have the number 9 and the number 5. 5 and 9 is 14, and 14, 1 and 5. 1 and 4 is 5. That gives us 5 in numerology, which is the number of change. But also looking at the separated change and endings, number 9 is all about a completion. So something is like, all right, you live this life up to this point. Great. Guess what? We're going to give you something that's going to be totally changing. Number 5 can also represent energetically like the Tower card. So again, this does feel like a big, grand surprise, unexpected arrival that will be loud in your life, too loud to miss, that is going to force you into changing your lifestyle for the better. For some of you, it might be an unexpected pregnancy that you were really wanting for a long time. Maybe for a long time you were praying for a child. Please, please, or please let my daughter have a baby. Please, please. You've been praying. This might be that, okay? Something totally not seen, and that you will have to get ready. Your shadow is going to have to embrace the changes that are coming, because number 3, it's here. Your big opportunity, and I'm so excited for you. Enjoy it, number 3, and I hope to see you back soon. Until next time, bye.